Hello, welcome to this review of 2019. It's a review of all the paintings I managed to complete. It was 3 more than 2018, so something's improving. As I've got more to review, I better get on with it. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. I started the year off with another liquid pour. This time though, I had a goal in mind, as I wanted the effect of above and below water, as I had in mind a kingfisher catching a fish. Did it work? Not sure. The sort of bubbling water, I would have liked it to have a bit more curve in it. And you could say the kingfisher is too small for this tiny little fish, but maybe the fish is closer. Never mind, it sort of worked, I think. My second try at a bluebell wood, I still haven't managed to get the reference that I really want, so this one was largely made up, but still not quite there. I'll probably try again. This is a view from the main road bridge in Leatherhead of the other road bridge and railway bridge. I've seen this view for most of my life and I always looked at it, thought it was amazing. The reference photo was a much wider shot, but I didn't think the composition worked so well, so I've cropped in, and this is the result. I'm quite pleased with it. I think it's the best one I've done of the year so far. And now we have a painting of a little owl. This is probably my most successful painting to date. It went into the Tandridge Art Exhibition and won the Best in Show. Plus it sold within 5 minutes of the exhibition opening, so I must have done something right. Here we have a simple lake scene, and it's basically an exercise in reflections. Moderately pleased, could do better, try again. For a change of pace, I've done the first portrait of the year, actually and last. I didn't do another one, but this time it's my grandson. A good number of years ago I did a watercolour of my granddaughter, so it was my grandson's choice, and quite pleased, although most of his face is in reflected light. And do the colours look like it's a bit of a bruise? Not sure. I keep thinking about that one. I keep having to go at still lifes, and this time it's my favourite material, pewter, and some hops. I was very pleased with the tankard, but the hops look a little bit cardboardy. They haven't got the sort of translucence you see, so I'll give it another go at some point when I find something else made of pewter, I think. Something different in the landscape department. An Alaskan lake that's totally unpronounceable, or at least I haven't got a clue how to pronounce it. I think this is more miss than hit, so let's move on. This is the River Usk in Wales, and it's from a reference photo I took, or at least 10 years ago, and I've just got around to painting a picture of it. I particularly like the river, as it's faster flowing than all the rivers round by me, because I live in a relatively flat area, so it was something different for me. I'm quite happy with the results, quite pleased. After the success of the Little Owl, I thought I'll have a go at another kingfisher, my third in all, done in the same techniques, and I think I'm onto something here. It's working really well. And now for something truly different, and this is a painting of an iguana, but the main thing is I've used Arteza's metallic paints, so while it's not completely obvious in this photo, it's something quite difficult to photograph. The metallic paints do actually twinkle and shine in the light when you move around it. So as an experiment, I think it came out okay, and I have started in 2020 to do another one. If anyone can remember my painting of a load of grey-lag geese running to the river from, I think, last year, this painting is from a reference photo taken on the same day and probably a mere 100 to 200 yards away from the other painting. It's probably one of my favourite subjects, narrowboats on canals. So be afraid, as I've got lots more reference photographs of narrowboats, and I intend to do more of them this year. Another river view. I do seem to do a lot of these, but then I do like to spend a lot of my time walking along rivers, something very peaceful about it. Not sure how well this one came out. I think I've sort of missed the mark a bit. It's a bit too uniform green, I think. There's not enough variety in the colours. I'm not sure what I like painting most, rivers or birds, and in particular colourful birds. And when I saw this chicken with its red head, I just had to paint it. Slight change here as it's painted entirely in acrylics, something I don't think I've done before, as I've usually included a bit of colour pencil for the fine details, but here I just use acrylics. After painting a bird, I'm back to rivers. I think you can start seeing a bit of a pattern here. This painting, I agonised over the reference photograph for quite a while, as I wasn't sure if there was two focal points here, one where the path leads and one where the river leads, but the path does turn to the left following where it goes all the way around with the river, so I decided to give it a go, and I was very pleased with the results, and I got good reviews from people who'd seen it. I just painted a river view, so the next one must be a bird, and it is. I really hadn't realised I was doing this until looking at this review, but never mind. There are pretty birds and there are ugly birds, and this is just about the ugliest bird I've ever come across. It's a turkey vulture, and believe it or not, this is a flattering view of it. But I do have a bit of a soft spot for ugly animals. There's something appealing about them. A lot of people don't think that, but I do, and this was put in the last exhibition I exhibited in, and it sold, so someone else thinks ugly birds are nice as well. And finally, the last painting of the year, and it's not a bird or a river, but two deer caught on high alert. And I painted this mostly because I just loved the way the light captured their fur, and I was very pleased with the results, and it made a nice end to the year. Well, thank you for getting this far, and I hope to have many more in the coming year. I'm going to try and beat my tally of 17 paintings. So if you could please consider subscribing, liking, following the links to my website, Instagram and all that sort of thing that seems to be necessary these days, it would be much appreciated. Thank you.